Good morning. It's Saturday morning, and we're reading from Matthew 18:18 through 20. Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say to you, if two of you agree on earth about anything they ask, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. For where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am among them. Well, we've read that binding and loosing stuff before, and I have no real insights as to what that might mean. I don't think anyone really knows what Jesus meant there, but there's a lot of speculation. I'm interested in the next verse, though. Anything two or three of you agree on, God will do. So let's say that three people get together and decide that this or that politician needs to be removed. And they hold hands and pray earnestly that God would, send a lightning bolt and take that person out and thereby solve all kinds of problems. Does God do that stuff? He does not. God does not do that. So what does Jesus mean when he says, anything you ask, I will do? The Father will do. Clearly, it doesn't mean anything, because we could come up with all kinds of things that we wish would happen that don't happen. So we have to figure out ways to qualify what he said. I think what he means is if two of you or three of you get together and agree on anything that is within God's will, then the Father will grant that request. That's still a little difficult because, for instance, someone gets terribly sick, and we know it's God's will that everyone be well and healthy and whole. And so we find ourselves saying, well, if we just pray, God will heal her. But God doesn't heal her. God doesn't heal him. They get worse. They get worse and they suffer and then they die. So where's God? And I think those kinds of questions are legitimate. We don't understand these things. We don't understand a great deal about how this all works. But it does say, where two or three are gathered in my name, I'm there among them. We can take that to the bank. Wherever we gather, when we gather in Jesus' name, whether it be for a Bible study or for worship or some sort of fellowship thing, if we're gathered there in his name, he's with us. He never abandons us. He will never leave us on our own. And so we have that confidence, whether or not we can get the Father to do things for us or not. And I really don't think that God works that way, the way that sounds. God doesn't just do things for us because we decide we want him to. But Jesus is always with us regardless of those requests and regardless of how we do those things. And you can take that to the bank and cling to that, because he, in fact, is with us and will be with us no matter what comes our way. Well, that's it for Saturday, and we'll see you again Monday morning.